comes that show, you know, the one with Chris and Dylan. No matter if you're strapped for cash, it's always free to listen. They don't know what they're doing, but they always seem to kill it. So stick around for another hour of hate to think we didn't.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the podcast. We are here with co-host
Dylan
Matthews. It is I, Cook, and today we have a special guest, Teddy Tolar.
Did it again.
Did I? Tolar?
Did it again.
Damn it! Tolar. Fuck! Did you stop it?
No, it's still going.
Fuck it. You know, whatever. Teddy Tolar. Did I do it?
Yes,
that's
sir.
it.
Okay,
Finally.
fuck. Fuck everybody.
Take 97, click.
This episode's fucking awesome.
Well, see,
Starting off good.
I think it's a Scottish name. It was Toler or some shit, but I think the Scots escaped England. They were pissed and changed it to like a Tolar.
Put their own little
okay.
twist on it.
Yeah,
This is
because it's an
ours.
English name, you know, but it's
Yeah.
the Scots.
Scott. I
Can
mean,
you do an
so
accent?
you're a fellow
Can you
Irishman.
do a Scottish
with
accent?
us.
Probably not. I
See,
just
I-
go Sean Connery with
Sean
shit.
Connery.
But I can do a lot of
The
accents,
late
but that's
Sean
just not one
Connery.
of them.
Oh,
The late,
yeah.
yeah,
That
rip.
is, that's terrible.
Damn it.
R.I.P.
It broke my heart.
It
I
really
cried
did.
a little bit.
It sucked.
Shit, we lost Mr. Trebek, too. They up are battling it out again.
A lot
Yeah,
of
they
beasts
are.
up there.
So, Teddy, you're a musician,
Yes, sir.
entrepreneur. Am I saying that right? Entrepreneur.
Manure.
Manure?
Yeah.
Anyways. And you also own is it a music/comedy club, the Nook,
Yes,
out of
sir.
Danville.
Oh, it's a comedy club?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he
a
does both.
live venue
Bro,
for
you didn't know
comedy and
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I'm going to put some shit
Fuck
together.
yeah, bro.
Come
yes,
over and
sir.
fucking do
We
something.
have had open mic nights for just comedy.
I'm
That's
just
awesome.
I'm too stage shooketh to
Well,
get up there.
there's
and do
only
it.
one way. What,
I know.
You're two staged. What are you
Yeah.
talking
I
about?
am. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
podcast.
different.
He's terrible.
You know, I'm just straight audio here. Nobody's seeing me. You know,
True.
I don't have a room full of people like.
Yeah,
Well,
it's true.
Ready to heckle.
you'll feed off the adrenaline. It'll be great. Plus,
And
you
fucking
just
go
do like
with
a
it.
few minute block. you
Yeah,
know,
like a 5-minute kind of thing. or
even
something.
if that.
And
yeah.
another thing, I did tell him it was a comedy club, but he doesn't listen to me. I'm irrelevant,
Side
unimportant.
chick.
Yeah, I'm a side bitch.
I don't think you told me.
What?
I don't think you told me.
Told you what? I
The
did tell
topic
you.
we're literally talking about right now.
I fucking told you. I did.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
It's all good. I still hate you all the same. So, Teddy, let's talk about it. The Nook.
Yeah, the Nook. So we are going to officially open, I believe, January 2nd of 2021. Ooh. Now, we've had what people call a warm opening for several months now,
Yeah.
but we've been waiting on the liquor license, and I just got to get a few more inspections and dump a shit pile of money on some, you know.
Now, that's
Good
close
stuff.
to Main Street in Danville, right?
No.
No.
It's actually where the old karate studio Finn's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right there.
Hell yeah.
It's that same building, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
Wow.
like where the Subway and you know, the
It's right
upstairs.
beside
Yeah,
the McDonald's down
yeah,
the street
in
from
between
there.
McDonald's and Guadalajara.
You can see it from
Yeah.
27 in Danville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. It's close to the intersection.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, we're really excited about it. It's live music venue. I only want to have original Central Kentucky artists
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So you're not trying to have cover bands or anything like that.
And there will be 0 covers in there. And actually, I'm a very bitter musician and person for that matter, and I cannot stand a fucking cover, dude. That's like somebody, you know, like painting the Mona Lisa and be like, "Look what I did." I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah,
don't give
it was
a
already
fuck
done.
what
You didn't
did,
even
dude.
do
You
it that
redid
good.
someone's work good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
well,
like.
better.
I don't like covers. I know all you kids like all these covers.
Wait a
today.
minute. Did you just say all you kids? How old are you now?
38.
Okay, so
Special.
I'm 33. I'll be
Yeah.
34.
29.
Yeah, he's a fucking kid.
Yeah.
You're the
Little
kid.
babies. Little baby.
Now, doesn't your I heard your brother cooks there. Do y'all have food? Is
Yes.
there a
So
food?
Which brother?
Long story short,
Yeah, which
my
brother?
youngest, my little baby bro, Joshua Tolar.
Really? I went
Yeah.
to school with him. He was a grade ahead of me.
Yeah, he's got a food truck at my place. He's doing all organic pizza. Like
Ooh.
he grows all his own vegetables, makes his own
Nice.
dough and stuff like that. But it's like more like a taste of Chicago style pizza.
Okay.
That is nice. Hey, maybe you can eventually have the Barstool guys, El Presidente, come review
Okay.
the pizza.
There you
Oh,
go.
really?
You know,
That'd be cool.
yeah,
That'd be
you
dope.
can try to like link it in for the pizza. He does pizza reviews everywhere.
Awesome.
He just
if he
came to
come-
Lexington not too long ago.
Yeah, there's a big ordeal about that. The
Yeah,
second
because-
trip's a lot better. But first trip,
First trip was the first time he gave anybody 0, but he usually rates 1 to 10,
He's a
but he gives it a
bitter
point.
musician as well.
well, what
Yeah.
it was, he was out there to do the review, and like the manager or some guy that worked there came up and was like, "Do you guys have permission to be recording on my patio?" And they're like, well, "No."
No,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to go that
He's
way.
like, y'all need to go. He used both fingers that way.
Damn.
And he's
And
like,
I
"This
don't
pizza's
like your
trash
pizza.
anyway." And he's like, "This
He
garbage."
was like, well, give me the pizza and I'll throw the trash away, is what the
Pizza's
manager
for the
said.
birds.
He was
Get
there.
the hell off my
Double
property.
Yeah. So is the food good though? Brother
Yeah,
knows what he's
excellent.
doing.
And he's doing it's like Firestone pizza, you know.
Ooh, yeah,
he started
good
several
stuff.
years ago learning how to do it like on one of those green egg
Yeah.
things, you know.
Yeah.
And now he's just more versed in what he's doing, you know. He's
learned some things.
He's done
Yeah.
learned it.
He's
a bit of a veteran
learned
now.
it.
Yeah, and he takes pride in it, man.
Well, that's
Cool.
good.
So does he
That's-
do deep dishes? You said it's Chicago style.
Well, so he's gonna do like your deep dish, your thin crust. You know, he's gonna mix it up.
Yeah.
He's gonna have like 3 different,
Give you
know,
some options.
like
Yeah.
a pan, a thin, and a deep dish. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
and they'll all be personal little pieces.
This is
too.
January 2nd, you say?
Yes,
when
sir.
you guys are your official
January
openings.
2nd.
Fuck yeah.
So did
Yeah.
Big
COVID
time.
delay you
Absolutely.
any? I'm sure it did. What was the
Absolutely.
original date you planned on?
Like
As soon as the liquor
5,
license
6.
came in.
Whenever the first shutdown was, we had a comedy show. It was real successful, and then 5 days later, everything got shut down.
Oh, that's
But
terrible.
at that time, we were a BYOB situation,
Oh yeah.
and we couldn't advertise legally until the liquor license and all this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now we'll just be an official nightclub.
So how hard of a
Hell
task
yeah.
was that to get the liquor license?
It's more about patience, I guess, and I'm ignorant to all this stuff. You know, I've just been figuring it out, but it takes roughly around 60 days. You have to, apply for it. Then you got to put it in the newspaper and give people a chance to protest it.
Yeah.
Or, what is the
Wow.
date? What's the date today? 20?
20th, 21st. Is it
22nd of November.
Okay, cool. Well, then I put it in October 20th, so we should be clear from protests.
Yeah, should
Okay.
be good. All right.
So now I know there's like some kind of rule about how much of your sales have to come from food in order for you to be able to sell liquor. So
Well, we're not selling food there. See, that's why
It's
the
the
food
food
truck
truck.
comes into
Yeah.
play.
okay,
it's-
but so you're going to use that as a conjoined income and use that as
Well, that's his brother's. I mean,
No,
it's different.
I don't
Was
want to
it-
mess
I
with.
don't know. I haven't had it.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a good question, though. Something for me to think about. But I originally wanted to steer away from the food just because I don't want the extra hassle and
Headache,
headache.
hassle, yeah.
all
Health
the
That way your
department,
brother
all this
can
shit.
take care of all that. And plus, the truck is going to be outside the venue, and they'll be able
Exactly.
to do whatever they want to out there, and you ain't got to deal with it.
That's
it's actually
right.
really smart. That's
and
smart.
he's also my insurance agent.
Okay.
Oh, well, see,
hell yeah.
have you ever been to Manchester Music Hall in Lexington?
No, but I know a bit
Well,
about
I've got
it.
a friend. He's a bodyguard. I've been up there a few times.
bodyguard.
Yeah, he's a bodyguard up there. I've been up there a few times. Anyways,
Bouncer?
bouncer, bodyguard. Oh yeah, that's
Is
what
this
I meant.
is his
Bouncer.
name Kevin Costner? Sorry,
Yeah.
that's an oldie.
bodyguard.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
What, Whitney Houston,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes. No, bouncer. Anyways, and that's what they do. Their food is food trucks outside, and then they have all the music and they
Oh,
sell
great.
the alcohol inside. That's exactly what they do.
Well, then we're in like Flynn. 'Cause
That's
that
what they
place
do.
is rocking
I mean,
the shit.
Oh yeah, they get big names in there.
Yep.
I went and watched the Screwdrivers. You know, Chris Stapleton. Is that what it is? Screwdrivers?
The Screwdrivers?
I didn't know about the Screwdrivers.
Chris Stapleton played there?
Chris Stapleton was with the Screwdriver. Yeah, he's been there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
a long
shit.
time
I
ago.
didn't know that.
Yeah, Tyler Childers been there a few times.
I went and watched Whiskey Meyer and the C2 and the Brothers Reed play there once.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
See, I like these
great.
groups you guys are talking about. When at the Nook, I am all genres are welcome. Like
Yeah.
our last show was a mixture of, if you could believe this, rap and folk. And
Oh, man.
yeah,
It's a diverse crowd.
yeah,
It
it was
is.
very diverse, and each show is usually a mix of any different kind of genre, and then some of them are like all, some type of new age rock and like folk mix,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
all rap and R&B, hip hop.
Yeah.
But I haven't had any quote country groups play there.
Yeah.
And I won't. And the reason why is because, well, first of all, if there was somebody like Childers or something like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
that is good
We'll
shit.
make an exception.
Great shit. Yeah. That's Yeah.
But I just don't want to hear any of this poppy bullshit of any genre in there. No sellout garbage. I want to hear artists come
Yeah.
and
Sang their shit.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Want that
no
underground.
cover bands.
so
like you
if you're
said.
in there trying to do the same old shit, talk about your
Truck and
pickup
your dog.
truck.
Yeah.
First of
Six
all,
pack.
I'm sitting on the back of a tailgate listening to some old Hank and Skinner, and we're having a great party.
Yeah.
Bullshit. If you're listening to old Hank, you're drowning in a bottle thinking about blowing your fucking brains out. 'Cause that's some real real music, man.
Hey, now I do know. I got a
Emotional.
friend I went to school with, and he's a rapper now. And well, he's not real big, but he's getting out there. He's made a few albums. He's got videos and YouTube videos. They're good videos, good songs. We're gonna have him on the podcast eventually. But I can connect you all, and you might be able to have him one day.
Absolutely.
You know
I'd
what I
like
mean?
to check him out.
Yeah, I mean it's original stuff.
And he's from where?
Nicholasville.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think he lives in Lexington now or somewhere. I don't know. I have to talk to him again.
Okay. Well,
But
see,
yeah.
here's the plan. So I have these Central Kentucky artists we've been building up from, I don't know, Lexington and as far south as like Somerset and all the way
Yeah.
around. So I want to get these musicians in, and what I'm going to do is get some big national acts in. And when they come, I'm going to get whatever the genre is that matches theirs. I'm going to get them to our guys to open for them, give them a
Gotcha.
shot.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to talk to whoever the national act is and say they're going to Cincinnati or Louisville or something
Yeah.
next. I'm going to be like, hey, let them come open one time for you. Give them a shot.
Just see what happens. See
Yeah,
if they like
dude.
it or not. Yeah.
'Cause-
Hey, man, he's so awesome.
So have you got like a pretty extensive list of people that are ready to be to perform at the Nook?
Yes, I do, but in the same sense, no. I'd like astronomical, larger array
Right.
of artists, and I haven't even really started to speak with many national acts yet.
Yeah.
But I'm going to actually within the next couple weeks.
That's pretty
Nice.
sweet. Now, getting off just the music aspect of it, you said you do a lot of, you plan on doing a lot of stand up there too.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do the same thing essentially with the comedians there. The comedians we've had in so far, Heather Romero. I don't know if you know her, but
I've heard of her.
I've not heard of her. Let me know about her. Talk to me.
She's well. First of all, I met her years ago.
Yeah.
Working at Trim Masters in Harrodsburg,
Gotcha.
and she was a wild girl, and I never knew that she'd become this. She's a big time comedian now. Like, she doesn't work for less than like $250 an hour.
Yeah.
So she's doing it. She's out there doing it.
She's
That's
on the
good.
up, sounds
That's
like.
good.
Yeah.
She's from like Danville or
Yeah,
something,
she's
right?
from
Is that where she's
Danville.
from?
And she's hilarious, and she's put a couple shows together at the Nook, and they're all funny. But Heather, she's the tits McGee. You know,
she's been around enough to
Yeah.
just kind of be.
she's a
official now.
showstopper, man. Yeah, she's funny as hell.
I have
Her,
to look into her.
yeah, she's a mixed girl, so the first like 10, 15 minutes she'll she'll work the crowd on that.
Yeah.
The white part of her, the black part of her. Jokes that end with I'm half mad about that because
Oh yeah,
that
I
kind
got
of
you.
thing.
Yeah.
But which really bored the shit out of me, and I told her so. But I know she had to do it to work the crowd,
Yeah,
which
trying
she
to get it
explained.
going, yeah.
But then she got into just being her and ad
And
libbing
it
from
started
there,
getting better.
and just talk.
See, that's-
it was great the whole time, but I'm a critic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her name again?
Heather Romero.
Heather Romero.
Yeah.
See, that would
Yeah,
be
I'll have to
something
look into
cool to
that.
be able to to do it so much that you find your groove up there to where you can get up there and just kind of
Yeah.
feel loose about it and just kind of just be funny.
And just talk.
We just
normal.
got to live
I mean,
it. Like,
yeah,
she's
go
just
with
being
it.
herself
Yeah.
after that first 10, 15 minutes of rehearsed bullshit.
Yeah.
Then she's just
She's in there. She's
kicking
good.
skulls in.
So how are you going to handle hecklers?
Oh, well, that's the best part. So a
Let's
guy
hear
out in
it.
the crowd started talking, and as you know, when you when you talk and you're out in the crowd and somebody's up there with the power, they got the mic. Watch out, man, because
Yeah.
they're gonna dig in your
Especially
ass.
if it's a comedian. I feel like that's such a dumb thing to try to heckle a comedian because
Right.
They're gonna
they're probably
rip
going to
you
go
open.
in on you.
Well,
For real.
since we're sitting here in a podcast, have you guys ever seen that one stand-up act that Joe Rogan did when some woman said something out in the crowd and he just
I can't remember. I probably
I
seen it,
can't remember the
but
content of it, but I remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
seeing
I've
the
seen
video.
it.
I've seen people or like there's a comedian I like. He is a bit sexist, but that's his shtick. Do you guys ever heard of Bill Burr?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
like
He's a big time.
same thing. Some woman out in the crowd said something and he just let her have
lays
it.
into him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
They just get
I don't
tore
even
into
want to
it.
sit in the front of the crowd of a comedian just because
I'd be
I don't
scared
want them to
'cause
just
they'll
like,
be like,
well,
hey-
comedians are bitter too.
Yeah.
That's why they do comedy because they
Yeah.
gotta laugh it off, or else they'll go fucking postal.
yeah.
What about this cancel culture, though? Jesus.
What are you
can't-
talking about?
With a lot of different things, like people just cancel you for whatever. I heard it's hard for comedians right now.
Oh, it's hard for any live performer.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
big
but
time.
I could feel that on the comedian thing because a lot of times they just say the thing that's funny. They're
Yeah.
not saying something that they probably actually believe, but if it's something funny, they'll probably say it. And back in 2000, something like a gay joke, for example, might
True.
have been funnier then than it is now. And if they
Yeah.
go back and they dig that up, well,
Yeah,
Kevin Hart
guess what?
said this in
Bye-bye.
2001.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, you're done.
Can you believe him? We need to not pay to listen to him anymore, and we need to just cancel him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I bet they got to look at that when they do stand up now. They're got to be like, all right, what can I say? What can't I say now? Because I'm sure
I feel like the
they've
best
gotta-
way to handle it is how Joe Rogan does. Don't give it any attention.
Yeah, just ignore it.
Just don't give it any
Just
attention.
go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you gotta really be brave and just remove that filter when you're doing any sort of live performance, and you just need to be real and not worry about the repercussions, because no
Yeah.
matter what you do, somebody is gonna hate it.
Oh yeah.
and that's the way it is.
somebody's gonna
Yeah.
love it.
It's
you know?
always, yeah, it's exactly right.
Just like we were talking about Tyler Childers. There's people out there right now that are like, "Oh God, that's awful."
Yeah.
Really.
To me, I can't fathom.
I think
how
he's
you-
It doesn't
finally
make-
doing
dude,
something
he
good for
is
country.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I
You
love
know,
it.
country's been garbage in my opinion
Forever.
since the early mid 2000s.
Yeah, for sure.
and you could tell, especially with local artists.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hate using that word when I'm talking about this, but they're just doing the same old shit, trying
Yeah.
to sound this way and that
Florida,
way.
Georgia line shit.
Right. So, but now you got Childers who's changed the game, because I've heard a lot of local artists, they're starting to realize that bro country crap isn't going to work.
Pop country. Yeah.
Yeah. So now they're trying to copy Childers, which is also equally as annoying. But at least I don't got to hear
But
this.
I mean, you got like Cody Jinks and Coulter Wall. They're good.
That's
True.
who I was thinking of. I was trying to look that up just now. Coulter Walls, like sleeping on blacktop, dude.
Yeah. The devil wears a suit and tie.
Yeah, Snake. Was it Snake Mountain or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, dude. I think a lot of
Yeah.
his music, some of it, he kind of sounds like Johnny Cash, like real rough. You can hear the pain in his voice for
That's
sure.
right.
And that's really what writes good music.
It's
like,
real country,
Yeah.
old blues, with they just happen to have a country accent. you know. But yeah, like down the holler type shit, you know, old country, good stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just like, well, the way country originated. It's a lot of people that come from the slums and like a lot of Appalachia kind of shit. You know, they come from, you know, no shoes and eating a bowl of corn between the whole family kind of shit, and they sung about their struggles. And like you say, it's a blues kind of thing, but they got a different sound to them, and they learn to play a guitar, but they learn to play their own kind of character in that guitar.
You know, since then, country music became arguably the biggest listened to genre of music in our country for a while, and I think where hip hop and rap is arguably the most listened to now in our country. Yeah. Obviously, country music tried to jump on that train. And
they're hitting on that pop shit.
And they're going after the kids because it's not about art anymore. It's about money.
It's about money. They're trying to get there's more kids just listening to it, and they influence more. They watch YouTube, Instagram. A lot of the younger culture have Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube. It's insane.
99% of them.
All I have is Facebook. Well, and now I got TikTok, but that's for the
Be Cute
show.
Yeah.
That's for the show. Hate to think we didn't listen to it, fellas. Watch the video as well.
Yeah, we're telling you to listen to the show as you listen to the show.
Yeah, listen to the show.
Listen
right
again.
Now, by God.
I don't like your negativity. I'm sick
You
of
guys
this.
enjoying these old fashions?
I like
what do
them.
you think?
Very good.
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
Yes, sir.
It's ice water now.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, you got you're gonna just have one bartender at the Nook, or you got two, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a couple bartenders and I don't know, at least 2 or 3 servers to start off with.
Yeah,
probably end up having more servers because because of COVID, I want to keep everybody
safe
seated and safe, and
maybe once, like, depending on the how big your bar is, maybe one on each end of the bar, and just kind of put a divide between them or something.
Exactly. Oh, and that's another thing I want to tell you about. So it's all about the music and the comedy there. Eventually, we're gonna dabble in other arts as well. Everything from paintings to
like art.
That's cool.
Man,
Maybe poems. Like, you know,
yeah, we're gonna have a slam poetry night. We're gonna do all sorts of stuff. It's in the works,
awesome.
And we're
Are you guys gonna be in there?
yeah,
Snapping and shit.
I want to go just to have the experience.
It'll be
check
great.
It out.
So we're eventually gonna knock the ceiling out in the whole place within a year from now.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be this big extravagant thing with the with like a balcony going around the whole place.
Okay,
and at that point, I'm going to have little miniature circus acts in there, too.
Wow.
Like tightrope shit, aerial fitness.
Damn.
All kinds of...
Now, how are you going to handle the parking situation out there? Because I know it's kind of
small.
Bottleneck.
Sure. Well, there's 2 parking areas. There's ours, and then there's...
the building
top.
Tied into yours, right?
And then, but then there's... You pull down the hill underneath where you used to go into the karate studio.
So that's where you guys are going to park.
Well, we could park there or up. We have both parking.
Are you going to have anything outside, like any type of, like, you could put up cornhole outside somewhere?
Well, that sounds fun. I'm going to tell you, but I really don't want to take away from the art.
Inside,
It's going to be a by admission only. There's going to be a cover charge. Yeah. And basically, soon by ticket only. And when you're there to, well, of course you could fraternize, but it's not as much about that. It's more about paying attention to what you came for.
What you came for.
Right.
Music, art, poetry,
that's right.
Whatever.
And plus the drinks there, I don't want a bunch of drunkards coming in there.
You don't want them passing out, puking, acting stupid.
So we're going to be high class. We are going to be high priced. We're not going to be overpriced, though. It's just that we're going to have high end old fashions, martinis, champagne,
classics,
red wine. We're going to have we'll have a half a dozen beers for you there.
Oh my God! Just thought of an idea.
I was going to say it already.
The
I was
chalada,
already going to say it.
Make a chalada for the
ask
chalada
you,
boys.
I didn't want to do
it.
it.
Dig in there. What do you got?
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I was going to
try to.
I was going to ask to put a drink on your menu.
Really?
And we'll call it the Chalada Boy.
Ooh.
And I'll show you how to make it, and it can be like
You're welcome. I put that.
I was already going to say.
No, you wasn't. I put
but
it.
I was
in your
actually
head.
going to talk to him about it off the show because I didn't want to seem
Nah,
too shit.
Sure.
But
Well, we'll have some more business meetings
Right.
about
Hey,
that.
Dylan, I just want to let you know I'm used to plugging your show on every episode. It's fine.
I talk about
Damn.
but we'll work out, if
The
you're open to it,
details,
work out
yeah.
something, and I'll because they sell chiladas at the Mexican restaurant for like $9.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
big
so
dog.
that's where we want to be, that and up.
Yeah.
When people come there, we want to have high quality drinks for them. So they're only there to have a few. They could drive out of there just
exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
Also, is to go back to the parking thing. I have this big plan, which I don't want to take the whole show up in
Oh,
too
it's
much
fine.
detail.
Hey, just
Go
go
for it,
into
bro.
detail. Do
But
whatever.
time
Blake.
to
when we
Yeah,
knock
get it.
the ceiling out and everything, in the initial parking lot, I'm gonna put 10-foot walls up on both sides, so you won't be able to park there at all. And I'm gonna put a nice beer garden out there, and then downstairs I'm gonna put the 10-foot wall around that too, so you won't be able to park there. So
Beer
when you,
garden. What do you mean by beer garden? Let's hear.
it's you take these nice spruces or whatever, and you plant them, and then just beer grows right the fuck out of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's sexy.
Sounds
But listen, man,
amazing.
so I'm talking about putting basically and
You
use
just plant some beer tabs. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, here we go.
when I'm gonna put this wall around the whole place so you can't park there at all. Now you're going in your head like, okay, guy, what the hell are we
Less
talking
parking
about?
spots. Yeah.
Well, first of all, you're gonna like it a lot because you drive around it, and I know you guys like that Indy 500 type shit. I'm just
I
fucking
don't.
with
I don't
around
like
here.
that shit.
by God. But
Go.
so what I want to do is I'm just going to tell people, which I know I need to look into this and ask for permission and maybe pay somebody, but I want people to maybe park at the Manor across the way.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to do two things. I'm going to put a nice walkway. Once they go, there's a crosswalk there. I'm
At
going
the
to put a
Manor.
nice walkway up to the Nook with a stairs and a bridge going up over our little road, our little Indy 500.
Yeah.
And the Indy 500 road, I don't know why I keep calling it that, but you know what I'm
Sounds
talking about.
good. Let's do it.
Then I'm going to have a shuttle like
Call it
every
the track.
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have someone shuttle over every like 20 minutes and pick people up
Got you.
and
bring them over.
and just bring them over. They could walk or they could hop on the shuttle every 20 minutes. And
Now, if you need any concrete work done there, you let me know. I know
holla
a
at
guy.
your boy one time.
I actually, exactly.
I will.
I actually did an ad for him. It was a horrible ad on the first episode. It was JB Concrete Services.
That seems. I'm going to be honest with you. That seems like a little bit of a hassle.
Right.
It seems like a lot.
Hold on. Well, you got to know it is a lot. I know it
Yeah.
is, but this is going to be the biggest thing Danville has ever seen. It's not just going to be a little club.
I got you.
This
You're
is going
going
to be
all out.
absolutely. This will be like a mini House of Blues. People are going to come from all over to come here. It's going to pull people in from Lexington all the time.
Okay.
It's
I'm ready.
something that similar to what Eddie Montgomery had, and unfortunately,
Well, you
Didn't
don't
work out.
intend on going through like a huge divorce battle, right? Anytime
exactly,
soon. Okay.
exactly.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
that over with actually right before I started this.
Okay. So you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, we got it going.
So yeah, no one could take me for that. But that was really sad situation. What a gorgeous place that was
my
before.
it really was.
And
it
I'm
really
immaculate.
was.
I don't know anything about the personal relationships. So I'm not going to dog anybody, but man, he had a really wonderful place when he had control of it.
Yeah.
I aspired to play there. I was mind blown by. Did you guys ever go there?
No. but
No.
Oh wow!
I drove by it a few times. It looked really nice.
It was
buddy of mine-
legit. It was in the top like 3 best music venues in Kentucky for sure.
To see it
Or
go
they had
down
the
like
potential to be. It was bigger and better than like your run of the mill like Cosmic Charlie's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which that place was great too. But I mean, this was like a house of blues.
Is Cosmic Charlie still up and running?
No.
No.
I think COVID got the best
Shut
of
it
them.
down. Oh, that sucks.
COVID has shut a lot of shit down
Yeah.
recently, like a buttload.
You know, there's this
Everything's
place,
been shut down.
Headliners in Louisville, that was awesome, and I don't know what's going on with that. Somebody bought it or did something with it. Do you guys know anything about that?
No, I have no idea about it.
Dude, I seen. You ever heard of Trampled by Turtles?
I think I have. It sounds
I have
familiar.
not, but sweet name.
Yeah,
They're like
you
the
can't-
only bluegrass band I dig. They're kind of a rougher Cajun kind of sound.
Oh,
And they're from Duluth, Minnesota, so figure that one
yeah,
out.
never even heard of it.
Dude, and the
Duluth?
band name's the shit. Trampled by Turtles.
Yeah, like how the fuck does that happen?
Check them out. They're awesome.
Cigarettes over behind you.
But anyway, I've seen some good shows there, man. And I want this place to be like that. You know, I want it to be very big, but yet intimate. You know, maybe only have 150 people in the place.
Yeah.
For
Bro, I
a
love
national
that, dude.
act.
So what kind of
Love it.
what kind of cover charge are we talking about?
Well,
it depends
initially,
on the people,
well,
I'd say.
that's true.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Yeah.
Initially, it'll be obviously a lot cheaper, $5 to $10,
Right.
but eventually, whatever the artist deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you're gonna pay? Are you gonna pay the performers a percentage based off the house's income?
we'll give a cap,
Haven't
like they'll
figured
get
that
a
out
certain amount no matter what,
Yeah.
and then if they make more than what was anticipated, then they will get more.
Right.
But they'll
So
certainly
some kind of incentive program.
Exactly. And keep them.
well, yeah, because they got to help bring the crowd. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, it
it's
makes
helping
sense.
both
Makes
parties.
sense.
Exactly. 100%.
You see, the thing about this also is that will this work? Yes, it will work because there's people in Danville that go to Lexington or wherever they go to
Somerset.
get good
yeah.
entertainment.
It's usually the two spots, right? Lexington, Somerset.
And Danville's growing.
Danville's
It really
all
is.
the time.
This
They're
is the
getting big.
best time for you to do it, really. I think.
I know it sounds horrible because of COVID, but actually, I believe you're right.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, after COVID, it should be, it's getting better.
And you know what else? It doesn't really matter because, as far as I know, you live once, and this is the only time it can happen.
Yeah.
And it just needs to be done.
Yeah.
Get it
And-
going. Hey, it all starts up here.
That's right,
Exactly.
man. Like you with
Everything.
this, you guys got this podcast.
Yeah.
What, is this a good time? Is it not? Whatever. But this is what we're
Just
doing.
do it. Let's do it.
The way I look at podcasts is it's a hobby of mine that I enjoy doing.
That's where it's at. See, I'm a musician. I love music. I love flavors. You know.
Now, you have a band, too.
Yeah. So I'm mostly a singer songwriter, Teddy Tolar, but I put this idea together called SunDogsFist, and it's going to end up being more of a movement than like a band. It's going to be comprised of several musicians of different walks,
Right.
just different styles and everything, and we'll come together and make some things happen.
What kind of progression are you aiming to do with that movement?
Really anything that, I know this is like cliche or something, but anything that is real.
Yeah.
The genre doesn't really matter to me. I also play percussions for some other bands, and I appreciate musicianship of every sort.
Yeah.
I love anything. I love rap. I love rock. I love all
You love
sorts
it
of
all.
You like good
That-
music.
yeah.
weird
that's how I am.
EDM shit.
I
I'd be
That's how I am,
like
too.
meditating
Yeah.
to,
Love
like
it.
some fucking soft dubstep. I'm out there,
Yeah.
type
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
I'm with all the things.
Love it all,
Sounds
bro.
good.
I
like
love
it.
classical and classical guitar. I'm actually very big on what people would refer to as classical guitar players right now.
Oh man, that's some
Yeah.
of the more like difficult. It seems like.
Absolutely, I
100%.
enjoy humans taking it to the limit.
Yeah.
And
Just see
working
somebody's
their talent.
fingers just dance across a fretboard like that.
Yeah, man, and putting these intricate
they're not just using
sounds.
a pick; they're using all 5 fingers
They're
to pluck the
using it,
strings
man.
with it.
They're using that body. Yeah, that's
Nice.
right. Using this instrument to operate another.
How long have you been playing?
Not very long. I think maybe like 8 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've
years.
like I can play guitar somewhat, but I've never really sat down and dedicated myself to it to where I actually got good at it.
Sure.
I can play some rhythmic whatever. I can play rhythm. A little bit, but whenever it comes down to the complex kind of like solo kind of stuff and like real finger picking, I can do some finger picking, but the real finger picking where you're switching the fingers and the chords and everything at the same time, and
I would love to learn how to play guitar.
I'd like to learn how to play piano.
I hear that statement a lot, and if it's true, then that's what you'll do.
What? I don't know. I've said that for years. I ain't done the shit yet. So, I need to though.
Well, I would love to saying learn. And then there's doing.
That's right, by God.
What the fuck? Y'all coming at me?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not one of these magician guitar players. I can't do all that stuff you're talking about. But the way I approach the instrument when I learned how to play, which I was taught by this cat named Toby McKinney, way out there in the sticks, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Down Copper Creek Road out there in old Cartersville. You ever heard of it?
Never heard of it.
Shit far, you boys ain't never heard of that.
Is that close to Copperhead Road?
No,
Copperhead Road.
This ain't Steve Earle.
It's down 52 past old Lancaster. 52. And then there's I don't know, it's 901 or something. It's near Paint Lick.
Okay. I know about where it's at then.
Which, by the way, Lancaster, how do you say it?
Lancaster?
Is that how you say it?
That's how a lot of people say it. I say Lancaster.
Well, because I'm from the Midwest and I do some ball bashing of everybody.
Don't you ball bash?
But I found out the joke's on me because Lancaster is actually a Scottish word, and that's how it's pronounced.
Lancaster.
I say Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster.
But that is incorrect.
Well, what about Garrett County?
Oh, Girard County?
Girard. If you say Girard, I feel like you're a fucking idiot.
Girard or Gerard. Yeah,
hey, how about Versailles? I know you guys have never pronounced it like that.
Yeah.
Go Barrel Versailles.
We're going for sales.
You have to speak. I like to keep shit real, but at the same time, if you want people to know what you're saying, in that moment, you have to choose to either be a teacher or to just let the dialogue continue. Because if you say Versailles, you could continue the conversation. If you say Versailles, then you become an inferior bastard.
Yeah, you're like, so what the fuck
is it actually Versailles?
It's actually Versailles. You ain't French. Heard I've heard radio shows in the morning or something, and they'll say Versailles, Kentucky. That's how they say it. Yeah.
Yeah, or just go on your GPS and type that shit
while we're
in.
on the topic,
it'll say it on GPS as well.
While we're on
Versailles,
the topic,
Kentucky.
how do you say Bull County?
I guess there's only one way to say that.
County?
Boyle County?
Boyle County.
Boyle County.
But yeah, so that's the thing. And when you get around people from different walks of life, you naturally start speaking like them because it's a good human tool to communicate. And we just do this naturally, subconsciously or whatever the hell the word is. Yeah.
You get that kind of accent to you.
Yeah. Whatever kind of culture.
If you were to go to any other country that didn't even speak English, you're going to inevitably learn that language. Through trial and error, and then you come back and you might have a little bit of an accent when you come back.
You will.
I was at a job here in Lexington. There's guys from Michigan, and they're like Midwestern accent. Oh yeah. They say it like, oh yeah, what are we gonna do here? And I'm like,
darn tootin'.
This is weird. This is really weird. I'm not used to this.
Where was this?
I was working in Lexington. It's a company.
Where were
working
they from?
Out of Michigan. They were from Michigan.
Up north.
And they're like, oh yeah, what are we doing here?
Couple of youpers.
I don't know.
You know that you ever heard the term youper?
Youper? Yeah. That guy that makes all those Midwestern videos, the funny dude, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He makes Midwestern videos on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. And that's what he does. They're hilarious. He's like, oh, Sharon, it's fine. I'll come mow your yard. Oh, no, you ain't going to give me no money. You're fine. I'll just go ahead and do it for free. I love funny. You too. Have a good day.
Like Philadelphia. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out. I heard they're all dicks up that way.
Fuck, dude, I knew a dude from Philly.
Way north?
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about cool way up New York and Boston.
And now that you say that, I got a buddy from New York. He's actually probably the most interesting person I know. His name's Sterling. He says Josh like Jash.
Hey, Jash, what's going on,
He's
Jash?
from East Coast?
He's from New York, northern New York.
Or some shit.
Northern New York.
Oh, northern New York.
Real close to Canada. He says it's like a
20,
30 minute drive to Canada. He said whenever he was younger, the legal drinking age in Canada is 19. So when they were like 19, they would just drive 20 minutes down the road, get fucked up, and then go home.
Up Arrow,
If you
Niagara
want to hear stories
way.
from Sterling, you had him on Gelato Boys. What, 19, 20?
One of those two.
One of those episodes. I can't remember.
Yeah, well,
but it was very interesting. He was talking about magicians. He's been all over fucking everywhere.
The dude has done it all.
Cool, man.
Like they would bring
Was
something
he
up.
a carny or a?
No,
He's done
what
everything.
he said is his dad really instilled in him growing up that if you had an opportunity for an experience,
Take it,
to take it.
Awesome.
And
which is the
he's
best
done.
you could do.
He's done
to
that.
tell your son.
He's been to he just take off and go to Iceland or wherever.
Yeah,
Nice.
But yeah, that's something pretty cool. I'd like to instill something like that into Mason. But I'd be worried. Like,
yeah,
son, go out and do whatever the fuck you want all the time, man. Yeah, you're 15, grown man. Move out with these old people in Colorado and
have a blast.
yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I guess that's the part of it that you got to walk that line. You know, it's scary, but a lot of people. I was actually thinking about this on the way down here when I told you. Do you know the Condors by any chance?
Condors.
Onder. Family out this way.
No,
Maybe not.
I feel like I had a teacher, Mr. Condor.
Okay,
in
I don't know. They
high
may be
school.
related, but anyway, it's good people. But I got to thinking about him, and his daughter was one of my exes, right?
yeah,
And
Wait a minute. You said I might be related to him.
yeah,
And then now you're saying his daughter was one of your exes.
yeah.
Oh,
wait,
shit.
were you his daughter?
No.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, were you related to the
It's
ex?
okay, Dylan. Come here.
No.
It's okay.
Oh well, that is this Kentucky, so whatever.
Well,
I can do what I want.
I said Mr. Connor, and he's like, yeah, it might be related. Well, anyway, this guy, his daughter, and I was like,
No, but anyway, so where I'm going with this is a really good man, and he grew up in hard times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then he ended up spoiling his daughter. You know how people go through hard stuff and they spoil their kids, but then the kids kind of don't turn out as well.
man, I hope
Dude,
I don't
they're
do
like,
that
oh,
with Mason because
yeah.
I swear I'm doing that
Which
right
is
now.
why
better quit
you
doing
got
that.
to do something along the lines of what we're talking about, the Sterling cat. You got to be like, you know what, dude? You got to go out there and you got to figure it out.
You gotta-
Yeah.
yeah, do it on your own. You
Because
don't
if you
need
spoil
me.
them too much, man, they're not gonna.
Yeah,
I like to think that I won't be like that when he's like fucking 15 or 16, but he's 8 right now, and like he's like, Daddy, can I? Yes.
yes.
Yes, you
But
sure
look, at
can.
adversity is what made you the way you are.
Yeah, that's
So-
what. When you said that he grew up in hard times and now he spoils his daughter, I was like, holy shit, he's talking
yeah.
about me.
Right.
Well, I think all of us in our family grew
Yeah,
up
you
in
gotta
hard
be careful
fucking
with that,
times.
'cause
Man,
you wanna
there's
make
Every
up
one
for
of
it.
us.
There's a thing that I kind of don't want to say I live my life by, but it's one of the things that I live my life by, and I don't want to like be super crazy successful. It'd be
Yeah,
great.
it'd be
great.
awesome. Yeah.
But I just want to leave
Something
my
for
family.
you.
I want to leave my family in a better starting point than I started with.
Yeah.
And I want to teach him to make sure he does that too, because eventually,
Yeah.
if we all do that throughout the generations, the motherfucking Matthews is just going to be on
Got
top.
him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
teach them right. They live right.
But that's the double-edged sword. You got to be careful because if you give them too
Too
easy
much.
of
Yeah.
a way,
Yeah, he'll learn to just
it's
expect
just-
it.
Yeah,
Stuff
He'll
right.
be
works.
calling you all the time.
That's
Dad,
a
can I have
science you
this?
got to
Yeah,
figure out.
and I'm
That
too
is-
weak. If he calls me, I'm like fucking. I melt and crumble down, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got it, bro. I'm gonna do it.
Right. And then you become an enabler.
Yeah,
You don't want to be
it's
that.
a fucking. It's a tough. It's a, like you say, double-edged sword. It's a tough one to.
Yeah.
You're on a thin line. You got to raise them properly.
Yeah, it's fucking. Does anybody have parental things? Fucking
Bro, I've got
just
3.
all the way figured out though.
Know it.
My son's 15. My daughter will be 14. And then Gracie, me, I guess, is 12. I'm right there at the Nook. You see what I did there?
Hey.
The Nook.
Plug.
What?
Plug your shit.
I just plugged it.
But you're right at the time where you got to kind of really start being a little
Hammer
stern,
down,
a little,
yeah.
like tough lovey.
Now,
shit.
listen to this. Did I tell you? I took him to the Indiana Colts in
Right.
the Ravens
Yeah, the
game,
we
right?
went to.
Okay, this what happened. I told him. I was like, we was
Ravens
up
won.
there. Yeah,
Nice.
they did. I
You're
don't
wearing
have
the
a
Ravens
favorite
shirt
team. It
too
doesn't.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, this big flag.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Look
know.
at my man
It's
cave.
purple. The man cave is purple. But I took him to the game. He loved it. Had a blast. Well, when we was up there, Oh, I don't need to talk about this on the podcast. Anyways.
Oh, wait, no. We done started. Everyone's already invested.
You see through back
Climb back in, baby.
Oh.
Hey, I just talked about my ex. She hears this. I'm done. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
I can't do it.
What kind of podcast is this?
Come on, baby boy.
Is it one of those filtered podcasts? Are we going to put this
I
on
don't want to be
PBS?
cancel culture. They'll be like, I can't believe he did. Well, he didn't do it. I was like, you can have a drink of a beer.
Oh, okay. What the?
Well, yeah.
You're asking for a friend. Somebody did this.
I'm
not
asking
you.
for a friend. I didn't do this. Anyways, it was, no, anyways. Anyway, so.
But anyways.
And, well, when we get back to the house, I was disciplining him. He got in trouble, whatever. This just happened a few days ago.
Oh, and he threw that in your face.
Oh, he
in
snitched
front of
on
everybody.
me.
Oh,
He told Mama.
Oh.
Mama went berserk on me. Kayla, love you. Didn't
trying to be
mean
the
it.
cool dad.
Yeah, I was trying to be cool dad. I was like, because I mean, when I was young, I started drinking when I was like 9 or 10. I remember it because me, my cousin Josh and David, dude, we went to Uncle Thomas's. He had a cooler in the truck. They were already in the house partying, gambling. They've always gambled, But so we got in their truck, got in the cooler, stole all their beer. 9, 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just how we was raised.
Right. It was experiment, baby.
That's how we were. And he told on me, and I will never do it again. I love you.
So your son taught you a lesson.
He taught me a big lesson. He did.
I got to level with you. I did something recently, or a friend I know did. My sister's son. This was a few months back. He stayed with me for like a week or two. Actually, both of them did. I let the one, he's 18, 19, stay up at the Nook and record music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a dream to him. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
But then the other one, who at the time was 14, 15, stayed with me. And a friend I know, let him smoke a little bit of pot because he does anyway.
Yeah.
And my friend thought about it and was like, man, he was smoking when he was like 12, 13, my friend. And he was like, this dude smokes pot, whatever. It's better than him doing pills and all the shit that the kids are on these days.
Exactly.
So, long story short, the older brother trashed my Nook.
Oh, shit.
And then he asked me a few weeks later if he could bring his girlfriend there, and I was like, "No, man, you trashed the place."
Yeah.
Well,
a couple days. Be respectful.
Yeah. A couple days later, get a call from his mom, my sister.
Oh.
And she says, "Your friend was giving pot to my youngest son," and immediately I didn't hesitate. I was like, well, yeah. Because what am I going to, or my friend, what's he going to do? Lie about this shit?
Yeah.
So, and then I got the third degree, and I can understand. What can I do? I bow down. I'm not the parent, and...
Yeah.
There's no sense in lying about it.
There's no sense in lying.
It's already out there.
And it feels like, on one hand, it's like, that's a horrible thing. What did you do? But then, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're kind of like, I did this when I was at this age.
So did
that's
she.
That's
exactly.
An experimental
her
age.
and I.
Both of you.
She's 2 year and a half older than me, and I was hanging out with her and all the cool kids,
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And, 8th grade and going into high school, that was a nice summer, let me tell you. But, I get it. It with anything, you just, the main thing is you do it with, you keep a close eye. You don't go overboard. Nothing in excession,
Too much.
Just a little visit here and there, and know how to control yourself, and don't let anything get a hold of you.
Yeah, you don't want them to just to think of you as that source.
Right.
Yeah, I can go to him anytime.
Let me do it this time.
Right.
He's going to come to you again and be like, hey, man, let's get us a little something, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's when I understand the first occasion kind of thing, the experimental thing, because at that age, it's what you're doing. You're experimenting.
Right.
You're fucking finding shit out.
And that's it.
You're experiencing the world.
There is law, and we respect it. and there's law for reason, sure. But
Yeah.
first, we are humans. We are scientists. We are on this rock, and we're figuring it out.
Yeah, we're trying to test things out. We're only humans, like you say.
But
We have
whenever-
to learn from our mistakes.
When he comes to you the second
Every
time and
day
he's
of
like,
it.
"Hey man, let's do that again," that's
like,
when you got to be like,
Look,
"Listen,
no,
Moderation,
this
kid.
isn't the relationship that this is going to be."
Right.
that was just a special occasion. That's
Right.
not happening every time.
Yeah.
Even
Probably
if
not
it
again
is
if you're
happening
like,
with you every
19.
time and your friends, you know, 'cause
Yeah.
they're doing that
We
shit
We do
every
this all the
day.
time. It's fine. Well, you don't
Playing
do it.
Nintendo. I'm just kidding. Now they're playing Xbox 15 and shit.
Yeah.
The PS47.
Dylan, yeah, talking about PlayStation. You got the VR. How fun is it?
That's pretty sweet.
You talked about it a
actually.
little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, let's hear
Well,
about
it's-
that.
We're
You
going to
know,
play it in a minute. I'm going to make
had-
him go up there and start it. We're getting on it.
I had I'd always been like real hesitant to buy VR because I'd always told myself I'm just going to wait till VR gets on this other level. I'm going to wait till it's a whole lot better and then more immersive and more, how I expect VR should be. And I had a friend of mine kind of talk me into it. He's like, "Man, what are you talking about? VR is sweet right now." I was like, "You know what? Whatever." And Mason had been asking about getting a VR headset. We got him one. It's actually Mason's. Got him one for his birthday. And they're crazy. I mean, you put it on and it's like you're in another world. It's wild. You look around. Like, his little home screen right now, we're on a spaceship looking down on Earth.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
man.
awesome.
It's nuts.
I seen that
That's
sitting
badass.
up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a hold
We're
of
going to
that.
play it
Yeah.
when we get done with
Yeah,
this.
we'll check it out after the podcast.
But yeah,
All
it's going
right.
to be awesome.
What? I know my man, the boss, is looking at me. What are we talking about?
Boss ain't looking.
Well, you
Who's
did.
boss?
Did you notice
Who's
how
boss?
he abruptly brought up VR? So what's
Yeah.
What?
what's up with the VR, bro?
Let's hear about
I
that.
just wanted to know. I'm getting a VR. We're
Are
going to do. We're going to. Listen.
You know what?
What?
Okay, I'm not going to talk about it.
No, you fucking talk about it.
Not
You
yet.
brought this
No,
up.
no,
I
no.
brought
This
up
is
what
something
you.
that I can't talk about yet. Actually,
Wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to talk about what I talked about a while ago when I said I wasn't going to talk about it.
Well,
but guess what I talked about?
a friend of mine and I are developing an app for VR. So I
What's
can't
it called?
talk about
Pornhub?
It. No,
I mean, all right.
they already made that.
Is it called Goat Hub?
But more to come. More to come.
Pun
You don't want
intended.
to talk about it? So, wait a minute. Listen, you didn't know this, but you probably should have known this. Mackenzie's cousin, that was on our first episode, Mackenzie Mitchell, his cousin created the ESPN app.
Really?
What?
She's big time, bro.
Oh shit.
But I doubt you'd be able to get her. I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money to get her. Yeah, she created the original ESPN app she's out of, I think she created it. She was living in Louisville or something.
His
She's-
first cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess. I mean, I'm just going off what he was telling me.
Is she someone that he talks to frequently?
Yeah. I mean, not
Boom.
frequently.
Let's
I
put
don't
it
know
at
if
the
it's-
Nook. Let's
Hey.
get her at the Nook. I'll help out. Get her down here.
Get to talk about apps. What are we doing?
No, dude, we're gonna bust out the VR and get jiggy with it.
Oh,
Hey, there we
shit.
go.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
But imagine if you could get her to
got
help you make an
insurance in
app.
case
Clearly,
anybody
she
falls.
knows what the fuck she's doing.
Right.
I mean, she created it.
That would be cool, but I don't have $100,000 to pay her. So that's
Just hearsay.
fine.
Be like, Kenzie,
Probably not gonna happen.
will you please talk to her for me?
Tell your cousin she's pretty, and we want to have her help us make an app.
Oh, she's pretty too.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
of
just
course
saying.
she is. Yes, she's
Yeah,
pretty.
absolutely pretty. She's really pretty. But it would be cool to actually be able to get her to help us make the app, but it's not feasible. I mean, she's made something on that scale.
She ain't messing with you.
She's not. Yeah,
She's
no
not.
startups. She's
You're
done.
irrelevant.
She's done been with the startup.
Listen, I'll get my lips puckered up. I got this,
Yeah.
man.
The startup. I mean, speaking of startup, bro. I mean, you're pretty new still in the music scene. I mean,
Yeah,
you say you
very
started playing
new.
guitar when you were 30.
I'm a virgin.
Sang it. So, do you have any music? You
Yeah,
do
yeah,
have some
man.
music.
Well, clearly.
So yeah,
Attitude.
yeah. So Teddy Tolar is this guy with two thumbs over here.
guy right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
But yeah, I started this, which we mentioned earlier, this band or movement or whatever called SunDogsFist, and
All one word.
which, by the way, I just want to throw a little tidbit in there. The name doesn't just sound cool, but a sundog. Have you guys ever seen a sundog?
I don't
Do you know
know.
what that
No.
is?
What is that?
Oh man, this could be like a whole nother podcast. But yeah, Sundog, just to be like layman's terms, they're usually in the winter. I guess when it's cold, like these crystals form in the air.
Yeah.
And fuck. Anyway, it forms like a prism type halo looking.
I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah.
And that's referred to as a sundog. And there's like 2 points on the sides of it, and those are the actual sundogs. Anyway, I'm about to get into the
They
whole
really couldn't have fucking
nitty-gritty.
come out with a better name than Sundog for that.
Well, they say the two dogs, they're like dogging the sun. Originally, it was called Sun Wolves.
Oh, really?
man.
Yeah. And you could Google this shit, man.
I'm
All
gonna
through
have to look
time,
into
there's
it.
this great info about sundogs, and even battles were fought and won because of the belief or folklore behind when they seen a sundog, they chose to have the battle on that day or something of that nature. And there's paintings and there's all sorts of great content about that throughout time. I got one. Thank you, brother.
I was saying, give me one of the hot ones so that you guys could keep the cold ones.
It
I was
doesn't
trying to-
matter. I'll
that's
drink all
sweet of
I
you.
want to do,
Sweet
boy.
of
You
you.
know what I'm
Oh,
talking
sorry. Yeah, I got this one over here. We're drinking them Ronas.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, sir.
I'm kind
We've
of.
had Corona,
Yeah,
so
we're
it's
immune
kinda-
for a little bit.
Oh, that's true.
give me one
Yeah,
of the
we
hot
both
ones.
have it.
I think
Talk
I
to
may have
me.
had
Please.
it too, but I'm not sure.
You know what? I think I had it fucking last year in December.
In February, I think I had it.
I swear, last year in February or December, I think I had like early December or late November.
So you got
So you
it
think
twice.
you had it twice?
Yeah, I think so.
Some people saying you can't get it twice. Some
Well,
people
there's
saying
doctors saying that you can, so I'm probably going to run with those.
Got him.
whoa.
Whoa.
But I'm just saying.
Well,
But they-
I've not got it twice.
You know,
yet,
they
so-
say after 90 days.
It's 90 days. You can get it again.
But,
exactly.
you know,
yeah.
Dwayne at the shop told me that you can sell your antibodies.
Dwayne at the shop. What's the shop?
That's where I get my haircut.
Okay.
It's
Barbershop,
the finest barbershop in Danville,
Oh, yeah.
Kentucky.
That's where you
Damn.
get cleaned up.
I've
My
never been
brother
there.
Joey DeToli is
Oh, yeah. Out there rocking heads.
rocking heads out there,
Yeah.
movie starring it up.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So
go-
Sundog.
Yeah.
Sundog. So
Yeah.
so all right, we'll talk more about the name later, but so this movement I put together, and Andrew Rice is a main proponent member of that band or movement, and he is also a sound engineer, phenomenal sound engineer. And he ran lights for Prince at the House
shit.
of Blues in
What?
Chicago. That's some sexy tidbit for you.
Damn.
But no,
Did my
he's a
nipples just get hard?
yes, sir. But yeah, he's a great all around musician, vocalist, singer, songwriter, all that, and he helped out big time with this song. So check it out. And my friend Zach Nallinger put together. He's a graphics designer, and he put together a little. I wanted to make this big video, but
Yeah.
I didn't know how big it was going to be at the time, so
Yeah.
he just put together graphics.
If you want to do a good video, I have another friend. I have a lot of musician friends for some reason.
oh, cool.
His name is Ben Aubrey. I don't know if I can say his name, but I'm going to anyways. He's got a band. He does some stuff, but he makes music videos, and they are phenomenal.
Really?
You have to. I'll show you when we're done. He made a song and
Does
a
he
video
have
together.
his
Oh
drone
my god!
license?
Maybe. I don't know. But I will let you know, and I'll show it to you later, and you're going to be like,
Fuck yeah,
damn,
dude.
he is legit.
Check it out.
I mean,
legit
and he
nice.
makes videos for other people. I mean, it's
Cool.
They pay
Well,
him
I'll
to
holler
make
it. Yeah,
it's-
get us linked up.
I'll get you linked up. I mean, that's what I do. I want to be the middleman.
I'm a link.
Middleman
Put
it.
me in there.
Put me on Zelda because I'm a link.
Ooh, Zelda's my
Yeah.
bitch.
I'm gonna have
But,
Ben on eventually too.
Hey,
Plug
this song's called Reprisal Heart,
by
SunDogsFist.
SunDogsFist.
And of course, it's just, well, it's a song about triumph and a big reprise. It's like going down but making a big comeback, you know. And it was inspired by many things in my life. I have what's called SVT. It's a supraventricular tachycardia. It's like a heart fluttering disorder.
Oh, really?
Ooh, didn't know that.
I've never been diagnosed with anything like that, but I feel like I have. something like that.
Some sort of AFib or yeah. So during this time, I thought I was gonna die. So it was like because like every day you had to deal with this shit. Maybe you bent over the wrong way or did something, and then your heart just starts going 200 beats per minute and like quivering.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, this song is just like a big, I don't know, strong, like I'm coming back kind of thing. Like I ain't worried about it. I ain't scared
kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
but at the end of the show, we'll put the full song at the end of it with your blessing.
Are you cool with that,
The
Teddy?
pleasure's all mine.
Yeah, we'll have that show. Yeah, of course, we'll have that show that
Teddy
song. Tolar. At the end of
Tolar.
Oh,
there you
I did
go.
it. I did it. I'm so happy.
Okay, look at he's been practicing that shit in his mind the whole show.
Teddy Tolar. Teddy
polar
Tolar.
bears, solar systems, things of this nature.
Anything that are spelled that way, they
Yeah.
probably sound like that. What?
You want the D?
Oh, you're trying to. Oh yeah, bring your mic
What's
down.
that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bring it
that's a
down
little bit.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
better.
we'll
I was like,
we're gonna have that full song at the end after we like give our sign offs and shit.
oh yeah.
Are there like outside of that? Are there any like particular topics that you were eager to talk about?
I got a couple of cool topics. You got one you want to tell first? That one's a long one.
This one?
Yeah, I can do mine though.
Okay. Well, I don't know what this is.
Just read it and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Is this the beginning right here?
Just go ahead and read it. Yep.
Do it in the special voice.
Yeah.
BigThink.com.
This comes from BigThink.com.
Future of pain relief. Like that? Or no, you don't want me to read it like
Yeah, I
that?
like that.
Yes,
I like
read
that.
it like that. But I'm saying it comes from BigThink.com. They got some good shit.
Okay.
But go ahead, read that
So
up.
off of BigThink.com, tiny parasite-like robots are the future of pain relief. Researchers design micro-devices that can gradually deliver medicine by latching onto intestines. A research team from Johns Hopkins University designed micro-devices that can deliver medicine. The tiny robots are based on parasite hookworms. The machines can latch onto the intestines and gradually release pain-relieving drugs. Is that not the same thing, like twice in a row, though?
Maybe.
Maybe
I
say
fucked
the
it up
same
when
shit twice?
Maybe it fucked up when I was trying to put it out there.
They latch onto your intestines, and
Well, it was saying that's what.
but they also latch onto your intestines.
No, listen, it was
to
saying the
deliver medicine.
robots do it, and then that's how hookworms do it.
That is pretty crazy, though. So they
Continue, it's not over.
All right. Researchers created tiny devices that can deliver drugs to the body by attaching themselves to a person's intestines. Holy shit! How many times did you write that on this fucking paper?
I just copied and pasted, bro. What up? I didn't do shit. I didn't
The
write
research
nothing.
the research team was led by engineering professor David Gracias. That's a pretty cool name. And gastroenterologist Florin M. Solaru, from Johns Hopkins University. The scientists took inspiration from the hookworm, a parasitic worm that is known to dig its sharp teeth into the intestines of the host. The scientists created shape-shifting micro-devices called thyrogrippers. Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
No. It was my
Perfect
daughter.
time for a phone
Quit
call.
calling me daughter.
Micro-devices called thyrogrippers that can mimic the worm and latch onto the intestinal mucosa of the patient. The 6-pointed devices, each as large as a dust speck, damn, pretty small,
Little babies.
are made of metal and thin. Damn, metal? So how do they? I don't know. That's
Dude,
pretty
they're
interesting.
little bitty robots. They are little bitty robots.
Thin film that can allow them to change shapes. They are covered by heat-sensitive paraffin wax and have the potential to release a drug gradually into the body. This method improves upon other extended-release drugs that tend to go all the way through the gastrointestinal tract before fully dispensing all medicines. The very small robots don't rely on electricity or wireless signals and don't have room for batteries, antennas, or any external controls, explained Gracias. Instead, the grippers work like small compressed spring with a temperature-triggered coating, which releases the stored energy. In the trial, the researchers managed to fit about 6,000 such devices on a 3-inch silicone wafer. Wow.
6,000 on a little bitty.
Is this real
Experiments
life?
They're
rats
making robots.
Showed a successful dispersion of pain-relieving drugs in the bloodstream.
Yeah, they're
That's
trying to
crazy.
replace pain-relieving drugs with robots.
So they make them. How do you fucking put
love
anything
it.
in something that small, though?
Dude, that is insane. Like 6,000?
It's kind of mind-blowing, actually.
Yeah, it showed like a picture of a Q-tip, and then it had little bitty specks on it, and it was showing that there was that many 6,000 on that little bitty Q-tip of those little bitty robots that just take away pain.
So what kind of like?
Holy
So is it like stomach pain kind of shit? Like if you've got like
all pain, evidently that's
pain
what
receptors,
pain.
what are we
just
talking?
pain period
Yeah, because I guess painkillers. That's what they do. The painkillers get into your intestines
and block
and
the receptors.
block, from everywhere. So the robots
So
are
it's
going
not
to do
just
that
for,
without
like,
having drugs.
What's that?
Wow, that is beautiful.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
but you're
crazy.
fucking.
Wait, so what are we talking about side effects?
You're
Anything?
eating a damn aluminum
It didn't
ball.
say any. It's robots.
Well, yeah, there's probably not enough studies on it yet just to
There's
have
really not.
to see
I
the
say go for it, man.
side effects.
I mean, you only live once. Let's do
That's
it.
right.
Let's fucking do it.
The world of science, man, is that's what we're here for. You know, we're scientists. Let's get
Yeah.
it did.
We're experiencing shit in ourselves.
As
As a collective group.
6,000 though. Jesus. I wonder how much that would cost. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can't,
Like-
like, as far as product goes, it couldn't be that damn expensive.
Yeah, but it's that small. It has to cost something to make something
Technology
that
and
small.
research is what costs that money.
Yeah, because microscopic like that. Microscopic.
Oh, crazy man, old microscopic, man.
Microscopic,
64 mile an hour
what
cold
a-
marrow, man.
Is it-
Oh,
Went to high school with
Yeah.
that
Wow.
motherfucker.
So this turned
Background
into.
jawbone.
Are we roasting me right now?
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to do a
Hey, will you
Boomhauer.
give me a hot beer, please?
Wow. You
Please,
ain't-
sir.
Oh, okay.
Let it be known. We drink on this bitch.
Yes, sir.
We be
Yes, sir.
drinking.
Oh, speaking of which, you guys want another sexy old fashioned? I
So-
forgot about that.
The bitters. I've never had a drink with bitters in it.
I've not.
Yeah.
What does it actually do?
Yeah,
Who
what
the
did
fuck knows? I don't know shit. I'm not no connoisseur.
you just know it goes in it?
Hey, listen, man. I was with some high rollers drinking some fucking sexy old fashions, and I figured I would do the same thing at my home for some close friends, and just ask some semi hot chick at the local liquor store what's going on, and she's like, "Oh, I'm glad you asked. I know all this stuff." And then she
I'm glad
got,
you asked. We're having a sale down here
Yeah.
in aisle 5. I get commission off this shit.
No, she was super excited and gave me the whole rundown, and I like took a picture of the recipe and all that kind of stuff. But I had one of the guys meeting up with me was this cat Devin Maples, and he is going to be one of our bartenders.
Local guy, right?
Yeah,
He's from Stanford.
yes, sir. Young
You
kid.
know him?
I don't know him, but I know who he is.
You know who?
Yeah.
he
Know
is?
of him.
Know of him.
Yeah, he's a young cat. He's probably 25, 26. He's a good kid, though. Bit of a wild child, but
I mean, you can't be when you live down there. You know what I mean? You're usually
Lincoln
a wild
County.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all didn't know, I'm from McKinney. McKinney. It's in Lincoln County.
McKenty.
Like McKinney is the country of Stanford. When I was little, they'd be like,
Of
"We're in
Lincoln
Stanford," and I'm like, "Oh, the city." It's not even a city.
They have a
shit.
McDonald's.
they just passed the liquor.
Yeah, in Stanford.
In
Yeah,
Stanford,
man.
yeah,
So they're
that's
wet.
crazy.
Finally.
It took them
What the fuck?
35,000
You know what?
years.
You know what I learned
Yeah.
recently
Part
in
of the Bible
Indiana?
Belt.
Yeah,
In Indiana, there's no wet counties, or not wet.
No
sorry,
dry.
counties.
they're all wet.
Well,
the
actually, it's
entire
almost
state.
everywhere. I never seen a dry county till I moved to Kentucky.
Kentucky's weird. You gotta think. What is
It's
it?
the Bible
Oregon?
Belt.
Is it Oregon where they legalize shrooms
well, they
and drugs and shit?
decriminalized it.
Yeah, they decriminalized it.
Yeah. But shrooms are legal for.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Psilocybin.
Yeah, psilocybin mushrooms are legal.
There's a lot of benefits to that shit.
It really is. Open your
Like people who
mind.
get cluster migraines and shit like that.
Yeah.
They say that if you take psilocybin like a monthly
Microdose.
bi-weekly kind
Micro-
of thing, yeah, that it curbs that shit, gets rid of it.
See, this is right along the lines of these little robots getting in there.
Exactly.
Now we just need to give these
Now,
little
let me tell you,
robots little psilocybin.
I'd much rather have a mushroom than a capsule full of tiny dust robots. Just straight up.
Maybe.
Dude, real.
Have you tried it?
Have you had one?
You have no idea.
Because they are phenomenal.
Yes, sir. I don't know though. Hey, have you guys? Speaking of, we're here at a podcast. Have you guys watched the Joe Rogan podcast with Mike Tyson?
No,
I have.
The
It's
newer
fucking
one?
awesome.
The
I
newer
didn't
one,
watch
I
it.
know.
Huh?
The newer one? Is there a newer one?
I don't know. They're talking about these sort of things. Actually, Mike Tyson.
The one that I heard, he was kind of introducing his marijuana farm and like talking about getting it going.
I think that's the same one. It's when Mike Tyson was talking about MDMA. Man, he's so peaceful
he's a really smart fucking person.
He is.
Tyson, yeah.
But you know,
really
you don't think
smart.
that because
It's just
everybody
that
makes
lisp,
fun of the way he
lisp.
talks. Yeah, everybody makes fun of that.
But you know, my favorite line. I'm probably not quoting it correctly, but he says like, "Man, everybody has a plan to punch him in the mouth."
Yeah, that's the extent of it.
I did hear something where he says he gets pleasure or something like he loves
By beating the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah, beating the fuck out of
Iron
somebody
Mike,
makes him
man.
feels good, bro.
Yeah, but hold on. This podcast was him in a whole different
aspect.
Yeah, dude.
He was a lot calmer. This was before he decided to come back. He was talking about having to abandon that because that persona takes over him, and he
tried
control it.
MDMA. He basically what happened, and it was excreted from a toad or something. But I think he hit it in vape form. But once he hit it, it changed his whole life. He's no longer angry. He just wants to love,
which is
and
common.
It was just gorgeous, man.
Yeah, that's common in the psychedelics. They say they were like, I seen tests. Doctors were doing test subjects with LSD to stop addictions and stuff like from heroin and alcoholism and everything.
That might have been what they were saying, but it could have been fucking MK Ultra.
It probably wasn't real.
Just giving it to you without you.
No,
knowing.
it was. They were showing. It's a new recent study they've been doing. Like they'll put them in a nice environment, and they'll have a couple, like I guess nurses or doctors there. And they'll give them so much LSD. And let them trip, have a good trip, and they say over time, yeah, and they say it'll stop them from being addicts because it'll stop them from like.
I've heard this
similar
studies with the psilocybin. I haven't heard about the LSD, but you know, just a lot of like shell shocked or like war vets that have dealing with PTSD.
Yeah, it helps out a lot.
But I'll tell you what, I used to be like the mushroom spokesperson. I was like, yeah, man, do shrooms. God made them. They're from the earth.
Are you that guy?
I was that guy.
So
which is fun.
You've done
I
a
love
lot
that
of
guy.
psychedelics. In
yes, sir. But one time I ate a quarter of some good shit, and that was a fucking trip, dude. Yeah,
it was a life changer.
That was, man. It was scary, and that's when I was like, okay, moderation.
Yeah, moderation for sure.
But it does certainly open up that third eye, and as
now,
they say,
feel free to not answer. But do you still dabble?
I smoke bud on a regular basis, but I'm a lightweight. I'm very sensitive to drugs in general. Like if I have a headache or something or whatever, if I take a Tylenol, it works.
Yeah,
you know. If I drink caffeine, I'll be actually, if I eat a B12 chew or something, I'll be like throwing Van Damme roundhouse kicks. Like
I'm kind of the same way. I think I'm like susceptible to caffeine. It kind of it either works for me or it fucking works against me, and not in the sense that it doesn't wake me up, but it kind of makes me really anxious and fucking
two in the same. It'll do both.
Yeah.
It's like once again the double-edged sword. I mean, you know, but. All the beauty happens in those scary
that's true
moments.
Those are the ones that you're afraid of and you don't want to happen, but it seems like you get the most out of those experiences.
Like when I smoke bud, it's crazy nowadays when I smoke. It just takes me a couple packs and I have a really low tolerance, yet I partake on a regular basis. But when I smoke, man, I can't have idle hands. I gotta be doing something.
Yeah.
You know, playing guitar, playing a video game.
I'm the
like
same
that.
way. Like, I stopped smoking just because of that, and I'm kind of opposite of most people. You know, a lot of people would prefer to be alone if they're smoking, but if I'm alone, I get so far deep into my head that I kind of freak myself out sometimes.
Right.
But if I'm around people, I can kind of socialize a little bit and stay out of my head. And like
socializing is good, especially if you're using a sativa. strain, but
which is hard to find.
It fucks me up both ways.
because everybody likes those fucking indicas because they're trying to replace that what pharmaceutical companies have got them addicted to, like the opiates, like knocking them down.
Trying to keep you locked
trying
into
to keep it
couch.
together.
Now, I enjoy good indica and sativa, but sativa's where it's at for me because I like to be creative.
Yeah.
I just know I can't smoke anymore because I get paranoid, which I don't know why.
It's
Regardless.
idle hands. You can't have idle hands.
Well, I
man.
can't. Even if I was around people, I'm just like, yes, everybody's talking and I'm all quiet and shit. I'm like, am I fucking high as shit? Yes. Do they know I'm high
Or you're
as shit?
sitting there and you're not
Yes.
talking, and all you're thinking about is like, oh God, I need to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
People
like,
waiting on me to say
oh
something.
my God, do I need to reply?
It is a different
yeah, and then when you
monster.
say something, it's stupid. And you're like,
Yeah.
I fucked that up.
And you're like,
fucked that up.
I'm never talking again.
I'm not doing it again.
It is a different monster being a social and not social. But my most enjoyable would be slightly more to be alone because I like to be that first 20, 30 minutes of the scaries, I like to call them,
Yeah.
before you hit that plateau. There's two things I do during that time. The one is I distract myself with playing chess. I love playing chess. I'm a chess addict.
I love chest as well. Maybe we should
Chest.
play one day, bro.
He said
Love
chest.
I'm a
chess,
chess player.
Didn't he?
No,
Chest.
hey, I love chess though. Actually, dude, I no one cares about this, but I'm like 150 points away from becoming recognized as a national champion.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, man, I love it so much. And actually, I did sober October, and I didn't drink or smoke or anything, even cigarettes, nothing. And I watched this show on Netflix, because a friend told me it's called Queen's Gambit.
Oh yeah,
I've seen that
heard
on
about
there.
it.
I've been wanting to watch it, but
Dude,
I
it's
just
worth it.
Never got time.
As a chess player, I will criticize it a little bit because it's a little unrealistic in the beginning, but ultimately a wonderful show. And the way they depict a chess player being obsessive and having issues of addiction and just being way out there in their mind it's awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway. Chess, man. Don't listen. Change the subject because I'm about to go on another fucking
Another
tangent.
rant. Are you going to go in a hole?
Big time. I gotta back off. Let's do it.
Hey, I love chess though. I'll play chess
I don't know how to
or
play
chess.
chess.
It doesn't matter to me. It's all the same.
I don't know how to play.
You've never played chess?
Hey,
No.
if you
Are you
learn
kidding
how to
me?
play chess, data
fall in love
shows
with
that 3 or 4 months of playing chess will up your
IQ.
Really?
Yeah. Make you smarter.
Also, if you become a chess scientist, you will probably die in your early 50s of alcoholism or something.
wow.
of
Is
that
that a
nature.
thing?
You'll
For
become
real?
I actually Googled
You know
it,
what
and
they say? They say
Damn.
that smarter people struggle with addiction.
That makes
Absolutely.
sense.
Absolutely. And they're in danger of becoming an arrogant bitch.
Wait a minute. So that's why I'm so fucking stupid.
Yeah, you got to play chess to become a real asshole like yours truly.
Hey, I do like chess though. I love it. I used
Did he,
to. Hell,
did he say chest
He
again?
said chest again.
I'll say chest every time.
You like
It's
chest.
saying chest.
We're not sure what
You
you're
like
fine.
boobies.
Stop looking at me.
I'm not even looking at you. I don't
Little
like
bit of
you.
mama's
I'll look
milk.
at your chest milk. Look at those nipples.
What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, well, that fucking
It went from
took a
chest
turn.
to
We
chest.
got robots.
What do you got
and
on yours?
mushrooms
Oh,
and
I got on
chess.
mine?
What are
Listen.
we doing?
Listen, I've got.
oh, God.
Have you? Wait. This ain't it. I ain't even reading that one.
Oh my God.
Hold up. Hold
That's your
up.
report card, which I will grade later. What do you got?
Better. No, this one is. Listen to this shit.
Oh,
You ready?
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This comes from bigthink.com as well.
Okay. So you got on one
Listen.
website.
Yeah, they had some good fucking shit. Hey, guys,
okay.
get on bigthink.com because they got some good shit that I'm probably going to get back on when I get home.
Use code. Hate to think
Shut
we did
the
in
fuck
20.
up. That's not a code yet. Yet. See what I did there? Hyperbaric chambers used to reverse aging in Holy Grail study. This is new. Just
shit.
came out.
We're about to get
Are you
real.
ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Israeli scientists reversed 2 major processes involved in aging. Their new therapy counteracted the shortening of telomeres. Telomeres are the caps at the end of each strand of DNA that protect our chromosomes, like the plastic tips at the end of shoelaces. They also shorten accumulation of old and dying cells. The study participants underwent oxygen treatments in hyperbaric chambers. Scientists from Israel carried out a study that might prove groundbreaking in a human quest to slow the biological march of time. Researchers use oxygen treatments in hyperbaric chambers to stop blood cells from aging, actually making them younger.
What?
Yeah, the scientists devised a novel program that uses high-pressure oxygen in pressure chambers to reverse two key processes that stem from aging. They were able to counteract the shortening of telomeres, which are protective regions of the ends. We just said that. And the body's aggregation of old and poorly functioning. Why did they say it twice?
There's
anyways,
like
they
no
said that
kind
twice. Shut up. I'm not done.
Okay.
As we get older, our cells continue to divide, while the telomeres keep getting shorter. If they become too short, the cells stop replicating, becoming senescent, and eventually die. The results in genetic aging. Analyzing the study, participants' immune cells, the researchers saw a lengthening in 38% of the telomeres, which the senescent cells decreased by 37%. This is similar to the cellular state of their bodies 25 years earlier, the researchers noted. The study involves 35 healthy people, 64 years old, who underwent 60 sessions in 3 months. With the air pressure in the chamber twice that of normal, the subjects could breathe pure oxygen, saturating their blood and body tissue. So it made them 25 years younger, pretty much.
So this is like the next evolution into longer age.
Yeah, exactly.
Growing older.
This is part of becoming 150, 200 years old.
That's
pretty
crazy.
much.
Do you think you would want to be that old?
If I could look young still without being like hardly moving.
Looking young and like the mental of it.
The brain is what I'm worried about.
But that's the thing. But they say a brain really ain't what kills you hardly ever, unless you get like brain aneurysms or shit like that.
But like I'm not talking about your brain.
Well, eventually you're gonna
like,
get
physically,
dementia.
I'm talking about like your mental state.
Well, guess what that's for? Neural link.
I guess.
That's why he's making it, to help with dementia, Alzheimer's. What's his name again?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's right. Elon Musk is trying to make that neural link to where he's going to cure all those diseases. That's the only reason he's making it. But also, you got to think they're going to be able to, hack your brain, because you're going to have information instantly. You're going to know exactly what this is, what that is. More information than you've had before with the neural link.
This make for a great sci-fi series.
Hell yeah. I do it all, bro.
Hell yeah.
I do it all. Music, comedy, science.
Hey, speaking of those telomeres, I have a friend that does. He's a sub-quantum mechanics physicist, and there's a whole bunch of shit I got to say about that. But one thing that brought to mind is I heard a while back, maybe like a decade ago, a study kind of like this, but as far as the telomeres are concerned, it had to do with humans eventually not being able to reproduce, and how the oh fuck, I forget which one, but the X
chromosome,
getting its ass kicked in the gene pool or something. Well, I don't remember exactly, but basically, layman's terms, less males are being produced. So, and this happens in, I guess, evolution with all species. Eventually, the species can't reproduce because they're producing less, say, males.
Yeah.
And then what happens is the genes, either the species dies off or the species genes begin to mutate, and then becomes a new race, which is theorized that's what happened with humans. From
just kind of like how we evolved.
Kind of dabbling back into the. Damn, I just kicked the disc.
Do it again.
But kind of dabbling back into the psychedelics. Are you familiar with Terrence McKenna?
No.
So he wrote a book. It's called Food of the Gods, and in that book he kind of talks about how, apes and like chimpanzees kind of found psychedelics and maybe experimented with them accidentally, but it helped evolve their consciousness, and that helped towards our evolution.
Like that could be the reason we have receptors for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let me throw a little tidbit on that. And then, as you know, the fungi are potentially not part of this Earth.
Yeah, they say they're alien.
Like octopuses and...
Yeah. They came in on a...
asteroid.
Asteroid,
meteor, whatever. Same thing. Yeah.
That's cool to think about. That's a whole nother fucking topic, though, right there.
Fuck, it is. We could go on for hours. We need to...
We need to wrap it up. We're an hour and a half in.
Yeah, we really do.
Hey, you know who's a fun guy? Me.
Yeah.
You're all right.
What was you going to say? Sorry.
I was going to say...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want to...
Yeah, we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Wrap this bad boy up.
Teddy.
It's so hard.
Sing it.
To say goodbye.
Teddy, Tolar.
Oh, snap.
Did I do it right? I did it right.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm going places, boys. Y'all don't know, but I'm going
You sound
there.
like a third
I
grader
hate to
reading
think
a
I
book for the first
didn't
time.
get his name right finally.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Hey, we're going to
Fine,
continue
Selena.
these conversations afterwards, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Awesome.
can. I mean,
Subscribe to
we're
our
down.
Patreon if you want to see the
We don't have a
exclusive
fucking
content.
Patreon, Dylan. Shut the
Exclusive.
fuck. I would love one, but we
Hey,
ain't ready
well,
for that.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
just,
future.
Hey, yeah, we will have one eventually. But
Yes,
okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and plug.
Plug that ass. Yes, sir.
Wait a minute.
No,
Yeah.
No,
like
not
that.
the ass.
No,
not
no,
that.
no, no.
Your song, bro. We're gonna let you all listen to his song.
You guys get ready. We're going to end this show. At the end of this show, we're going to play the full extent of SunDogsFist, their song. What's the title of the song?
Reprisal Heart.
Reprisal Heart. That will be fully featured at the end of this podcast. So
Thank you.
You guys give it a
put
listen.
your listening ears on, baby.
Have fun, and we will see you all next week.
Later.
Loves.
You only call me while you're falling down, when the earth's a shaking and you're frightened by the sound. Oh no, but don't it feel good to have a friend, someone who'll be there right until the end. Convoluted, frightened, liquidated, weak in the knees as you're waiting. Oh, just save it. Oh no, but don't stand there. Don't let the moss go on your feet. Don't exacerbate your pride just to make your great retreat. Yeah, yeah. Gonna be alright sometimes. Gonna be alright sometimes. Cause I'm coming on back to show you what I've got in store. When I'm back like a rising phoenix and at your door, I come to you like a man of 1,000 chariots. In a humble yes indeed, but you wouldn't let us bury it. While you start a fire inside, while you're combing through my weathered mane. Only mistake you made is thinking you can grab the reins. A lot of dope ass shit has been spoken through a lot of hurting words. dope, that shit has been spoken through a lot of hurting words. Just like that, proud to make a comeback, coming on back for you. I'm not scared about that. I'm just